Hi friends, my name is host Eric. I am an ENTP. This is my beloved life partner, channel mate, and other half, Rachel. She's an INFJ. And we saw a thumbnail a little bit ago from Cognitive Personality Theory titled 5 Signs You're Not an ENTP. And I said, you know what, I want to make one of those videos. So here we are making it. And I don't know what his 5 signs were. But here are my, I hadn't watched the video, but here are my 5 signs. And they're pretty good 5 signs, let me tell you. Number 1 sign, you're not an ENTP. You're logical, smart, funny, argumentative, and always bouncing between ideas. If you describe yourself like that, you're probably not an ENTP.
Yeah.
Because, of course, if you are spending time describing yourself like that, you're not being logical, smart, funny, argumentative, or ideational. You're just reciting adjectives that you'd like to have apply to you. Number 2 sign, you're probably not an ENTP. You love chaos. It is true that a certain amount of chaos follows an ENTP around, or is in the wake of an ENTP moving through the world, because we have built into us essentially an executive function disorder. It makes it difficult for an ENTP to know what they're going to do because their kind of action is talking by nature, not actual action. So sometimes that gets us into minor trouble, like yesterday was kind of chaos at the racetrack because I just we started moving and got us into the car and took us there without even talking to Rachel about it, and it wasn't something but then we spent the after time post-morteming it, like what went wrong there, because I don't like chaos. I unfortunately cause a fair amount of it, but I don't like it, and no real ENTP does. You really identify with the Jack Sparrow character. I have not seen this movie, so I'm going to let Rachel explain why that person is not an ENTP.
Well, it's Jack Sparrow's played by Johnny Depp, and in it, he's very much like, oh, I'm this British pirate who's very clever and witty.
Did he tell everybody that? We're telling how
Pretty
clever
much.
and witty and debatey he is and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, challenge me. And he's a character based off of what's his name from Rolling Stones, Keith Richards. So I don't think Keith Richards is an ENTP. Therefore, Jack Sparrow is not ENTP.
I'm not sure about Keith Richards, but I do know this, that if you're prancing around in a bunch of like
Black eyeliner.
yeah, then that's a lack of subtlety in your extroverted feeling that suggests a non-NF valuing. But regardless, that's not a definitive thing, but it's a sign.
Also, I'm just gonna have a little asterisk. Jack Sparrow or, what's his name from Fight Club? The main character, Tyler Durden. Yeah, no, you're not an ENTP.
Right. If you think the Joker is an ENTP, no. The Joker is not an ENTP. That's way too much physicality for any actual ENTP to engage in. Number 4. Look, you know who you are best, and tests have confirmed that you're an ENTP. No ENTP would explain that that's why they're an ENTP. Okay? The reason I'm an ENTP is because of attentional habits that express as ideational extroversion, that is to say, a continual moving forward in ideas that gets stopped by a failure to voice them, write them down, say them out loud or something. Well, and in operational value, parsing things in ways that are defensible. That's why I'm an ENTP. That's an ENTP's explanation as to why I'm an ENTP. Not because I'm not as good as my friend. No, that's not an ENTP's way of talking. Number 5. You invent, conceptualize cool gadgets. You're like Rick from Rick and Morty, and you make things, and you've got this great idea for a special kind of catapult. Or okay, no, that's TE shit.
You know, yeah, that's TE shit. And even though Rick has the personality of an ENTP would never be that gadgety.
Right. Rick, like a lot of ENTP characters, supposedly, in movies and stuff, they get special extra bonus powers that we don't actually have. Like, for example, Iron Man, supposedly, is an ENTP. Well,
Yeah.
he talks like one, kind of. Or could be ESTP, the way he talks, too, frankly.
True.
But the most important thing is no ENTP could come up with all that fucking things that actually work. We don't come up with stuff that works. I come up with great ideas. Like, you know, the cat umbrella idea. And somebody probably already came up with it. It's just the first thing that comes to mind. I come up with little inventions all the time. Like a hat that has on it a button that you can push here that causes a sprinkler to shoot up from the top and squirt out water in all directions to scare away birds. That's the kind of idea I have. The kind of ideas I have are, I want to open up a store called Only Bells, that only sells bells, only has bells, and won't even answer any questions about bells. And I'd like to open next door to it a store called Nothing But Condiments. No, more than just condiments, but really it's just nothing but condiments. The sign's kind of a lie. That'll be right next door to my business Food Cube, which sells a cube of food, and everything is cube shaped, including the drinks, but they have a round part at the bottom for drink holders in the car, because otherwise nobody's going to go there, right? Yeah. Or to its sister store, Food Cube Caliente, which is exactly the same as Food Cube, but with a spicy Mexican flavor. And then after that, Rachel and I are going to produce my new feature film I got going on. It's a plantation slave era drama, like Roots kind of stuff. But all the characters are cast, all the people cast as the characters are Inuits. So some of them have to take on the voices of the slave masters. Get over here, boy! And some of them have to take on the voices of the slaves. Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Slave Master, sir. But they're all Inuits. And the plantation house is a giant igloo. And most of the slave work done is actually slaves fanning the igloo to keep it from melting in the hot southern sun. Those are the invention and conceptualization of ENTP. Note the total absence of cool gadgets. And you say, but Eric, you're not all ENTPs are exactly the same as you. Correct. In lots of different ways, people vary from one another. But all ENTPs are just as fundamentally impractical, useless, and ideationally based. Word-based. We're not here to repeat back some description of adjectives of ourselves. We're not here to mimic the behavior of being chaotic or looking like wacky or zany or something. To the extent that stuff is conveyed, it's almost unavoidable but lamentable. It's not who I want to be, right? And the crazy thing is that people would want to be this reductive stereotype of an ENTP, but lots of people do. C.S. Joseph says he's an ENTP. He is absolutely not. If you think he is, you're fucking insane. Melissa Talks says she's an ENTP. She's absolutely not. If you think she is, you're totally insane. And Club ENTP thinks he's an ENTP. He's not. I can't say that definitively because I didn't complete the testing I need to do, but he's not. And if you think he is, based on the data that we do have, you don't understand ENTPs very well. Additionally, I had an ESFP come to me the other day who was definitely an ESFP, not an NEDOM. But Amy, ESFP, had typed her as an NEDOM. The thing is, it is very easy to tell an NEDOM by asking them to do a couple of story questions, make up some poetry, whatever. We can all do it. You look at Aga, you look at Lauren, you look at me, you look at any other ENTPs I've typed, Isaiah Rude, we can all do it. It's all the same. That's the core nature of the ENTP is they're a precious dandy that's full of fancy words and arguments that are sound, but that we don't want to. It's like ENTPs don't necessarily love to argue. Sometimes it is true that implicit in a lot of ENTPs is this tendency to start a lot of shit. So I noticed this coming out in me in the live stream, in CJ's live stream, because he put up this quote by David Lynch It was just the stupidest fucking thing I'd ever heard. So of course I'm like, nah. But it's not because I like to argue, being argumentative or something. It's just that if I see something that I go like, that's wrong, I want to start shit and swamp it, you know. But regardless, being somebody who argues a lot of points doesn't mean you like to argue or like to debate. It means, if you are an actual ENTP, it can mean, in some of us, that the reason this occurs is because we're committed to the truth. It can mean in other of us that we're absolutely not committed to the opposite. Now, I don't know if Karl Rove was an ENTP, but he's an example of somebody who was committed to the opposite. He was a debater. He used to go into debate rounds back in the days before laptops with huge tubs of files with supposedly cut cards in them. Most of them apparently were totally empty. It was just a bluff to psychologically get in the heads of his opponents. And he just spin anything as anything, right? It is an ENTP specialty, if you are an amoral one, to spin anything as anything. But you're not really hoping to argue regardless. You're either hoping to get away with it, or you're hoping to stop other people from stubbornly being wrong about shit all the time. Regardless, those people I named, non-ENTPs, if you're like this stupid shit, you're not an ENTP, you think it's super important to express yourself, you're not an ENTP, we're not motivated by shit like that. We don't think like that, we don't talk like that. If you want to know what an ENTP looks like, watch fucking Talking with Famous People. If you don't have all those components, both the philosophy component, the artistic expressivity component, the tendency to push back against other people's statements but not necessarily want to argue, the additionally a propensity to do a lot of different things without really being able to stick with any of them, and have varying degrees of quality. Some of them really half-assed, some of them intensely worked on. If you spend 120 hours editing each one of your videos to add laugh tracks and stuff like that, you are not an ENTP. You might do that once if you are, but that will not be a habit. So look at my channel, look at my videos, look at the kind of things I do. Listen to me talk. If you can't talk and keep up with this banter and patter, if you cannot intellectualize at full speed in real time, on the fly, without any notes, I just put these here but I don't really need them, then you are not, and never will be, an ENTP. So all you fake ENTPs out there, knock it off, because it's annoying and it's confusing people. And if you want to know what a real ENTP looks like, looks exactly like this fucker right here. Yeah. Baby, pig, motherfucking poop face.